recorded. Okay, now today we have several assignments, and I'm pretty sure you did it all. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me shut down this. Okay, I don't need this. Okay, over here, I think this is yours, 11. You are 11B, but anyway, it's the same, you are 11E. Okay, today you were supposed to do this. Complete the following activities, page 78. Page 78. Okay, let me see. Here it is. Page 78, it says, choose the 10 factors below that you consider most important for a happy work life. Okay, you have to select the 10 factors. And over here, there are like 20. Over here, there are like 20 factors, but you have to select 10, and then you have to support. You have to tell me why did you choose those 10 factors that are considered most important for a happy working environment or life, okay? And also you have another, you have to write in your notebook like it says and support them. And also you have this assignment, page 80, the reading session number 1, 2, and 3. Those were your assignment for today. If you didn't do it, then you have to do it right now. Now, in the meantime, I brought this video over here. This video, and you were supposed to watch it at home. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Okay, anyway, you will not watch like 10 minutes. No, not 10 minutes, like 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Let me be shorter, okay? Now, why the video talks about why Tesco. Tesco is a retail franchise, shopping center, not shopping center, it's a retail franchise in England. And they tried to enter in North America, in the market of North America, but they didn't succeed. So they failed. So over here, I'm gonna play a video, like it's like 10 minutes. At least I'm gonna play like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna ask you questions about this. Okay, why Tesco failed in the United States market.
London, the obvious landmarks come to mind. Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and the Tower Bridge. But there is an unofficial staple in the UK that extends well beyond the country. Tesco. It's the largest retailer in the UK with over 3,400 stores. The brand has been met with success abroad in Europe and Asia, with international operation profits of over $500 million in 2018. There are more than 6,500 stores worldwide, but there is one place that the UK retailer just didn't take off: the United States. Tesco announced its US expansion in 2006, and at the time, Tesco was the third biggest retailer on the planet. But the brand just didn't click with Americans. Tesco left the US in 2013 when it sold off its remaining stores to Yucaipa companies. To understand why Tesco failed in the US, let's go back to the company's start. Tesco got its start in 1919 when Jack Cohen began selling surplus groceries from a stall in London's East End. The first official Tesco store opened 10 years later with the idea of bringing affordable foods to the people of Great Britain. In the 1930s and 1940s, Tesco expanded across London and the suburbs. Tesco went public on the London Stock Exchange in 1947, and in the 1950s, it opened its first supermarket. Starting in the 1990s, Tesco set its sights on global expansion. Tesco had stores in the Czech Republic, Poland, Ireland, Thailand, Malaysia, and India. By 2007, Tesco had over 1,300 stores in 12 countries. In that same year, the company invested roughly $500 million to establish operations in the United States. And in November of 2007, Tesco entered the US market. Instead of going by the name Tesco, these stores opened under the name Fresh and Easy. The name was supposed to introduce Americans to what they would expect from shopping at Tesco in America: fresh food at a reasonable price. It also had small store formats to make shopping simpler, and it offered lower prices under its company-owned labels. For Americans, the shopping experience at Tesco was a lot different from what they were used to. Fresh and Easy stores were a fraction of the size of the average American grocery store. They were designed for the kind of consumer who shops daily. There were more ready-to-go meals for consumers than your typical American grocery store. and there are lots of self-service checkouts. The format of typical American grocers are really big compared to Tesco's. They're designed for a shopper who shops in bulk and on a weekly basis. That means checkout counters are typically staffed with clerks and baggers, and there are more brand names on shelves. And there isn't nearly as big an emphasis on ready-to-go meals.
The designation fresh and easy is actually a very good sub-branding. In other words, fresh and easy, pretty much sums up the two key attributes that they were selling. Freshness of the product and convenience.
The first of Tesco's 53 Fresh and Easy stores all launched in the West in states like California, Arizona, and Nevada. So how did Tesco come up with its strategy for the US? It actually embedded with the American consumer before entering the market. Tesco sent executives and anthropologists to live with families in the US to get a sense of how the typical American family spends their money on groceries.
And they put a large number of people, maybe 40 people, into California to research the market. But these people did not research the market very intelligently. They understood the culture to a degree. The concept of these fresh and easy stores, these small convenience stores with fresh and easy food, that was something that would work in London with Tesco Express, but wouldn't work so easily in the LA area.
And at Tesco's peak in the United States, it had 208 Fresh and Easy banner stores, and all were in the West. That was actually well below expectations. Tesco initially planned to open 200 stores by the end of 2008, but it ultimately wanted to open 1,000 stores. But by 2013, the retailer was hemorrhaging cash in its first 5 years in the US. The company racked up losses of over $1.5 billion.
Are sales improving on a weekly basis?
Every week.
Are they meeting Tesco's original targets?
Our sales are improving every week, and we're very happy we're exceeding budget.
You're exceeding budget?
We are exceeding our budget.
You're making a profit?
I didn't say that. I said we're exceeding our budget.
Tesco anticipated it would finally break even in 2014, but the brand decided not to wait it out. It announced in April of 2013 that Tesco would exit the US market. What went so wrong with Tesco in the US? When Tesco launched in America, its stores were all located in the West.
At the time they decided to enter the US market, they'd done their research, they had found that per capita spending at supermarkets in the western states where they had targeted was higher than any other region in the country, actually about 15% higher than the national average in 2007.
But then the financial crisis of 2008 hit. Like many other companies, Tesco didn't see the Great Recession coming.
Two of the core metropolitan areas that they had decided to focus on were Phoenix and Las Vegas. When the recession hit, the economy in those two metro regions cratered. The subprime mortgage crisis and the Great Recession was going to be bad news for anybody. But their particular geographic focus in the West meant that it was particularly bad news for them.
Tesco's locations also happened to be in some of the states affected most by the Great Recession. Arizona, California, and Nevada saw unemployment rates that are higher than the national average. Consumers in these states also cut back on spending, and when they did spend, they went to retailers that offered the lowest prices possible.
But just in general, in terms of entering the market, in terms of the recession, this is a really bad time to kind of have this message that Fresh and Easy espoused of having, fresh and healthy products at a competitive price. Because as consumers look to stretch their budgets as far as possible when the recession hits, they turn to well-known retailers that had long-standing reputations for low prices.
These stores were also in areas where there wasn't much foot traffic.
So they ended up acquiring leases on a large number of properties that were basically on the wrong side of the road. In other words, they were on the inbound commuting side of the highway instead of the outbound or going home side of the highway. So you can see immediately that, people are going to go straight by them on the way into work. When you want to go in to get something to eat on the way home from work, they're on the wrong side of the road.
Geography was only part of the problem. Tesco also faced pushback by the American consumers. The Fresh and Easy stores didn't embrace the idea of the classic American grocer. Instead, they embraced Tesco's British style of food shopping. American grocery shoppers tend to gravitate toward larger stores that have everything under one roof. But the Fresh and Easy chains were approximately 1/5 the size of the typical American grocery store. The reason for the smaller store footprints is because Tesco's typical shopper shops at the store daily.
Okay, let's start right here. Now, I want to hear your opinions about what happened with this company that tried to enter in United States. Talk to me about why they failed in entering in this market. Now, I want to hear you guys. Now, I'm not supposed to be talking. You are the one who's supposed to be talking. Come on, I want to hear you. Why they failed?
Because they used the UK system instead of the grocery system that was in the United States.
Yes, yes. Maybe, yes, you're right. What else?
The United States already have a supermarket chain, Walmart.
So what is the problem? that wasn't a factor in order that goes against them. It doesn't matter.
Walmart has lower prices, so they sell
that's
more.
One factor, the prices, yes. What happened? What happened in those years? Something happened in those years. What happened?
A financial recession.
That's it. That was a financial problem. I remember I worked in the United States in those years when this financial problem took place. And I think was the President Obama, he was trying to run for his for the first one. I was doing his first round. I think he was finishing his first period. And I was working over there I was working in a boot camp. I spent like 2 years over there, and I lived all these financial problems. And you could see people didn't have enough money in order to pay all the luxurious houses that they used to have. So they were saving a lot of money, and they were going to shopping center or trying to buy just the necessary things, almost like what we're living right now, something like that. Okay. So I mean, I had the chance to buy a house, a real nice house, and that house would cost me like $12,000. $12,000, very cheap. Right now, your house could be around over $100,000, your house. But over there, back in those days, the financial problem was so severe that people decided to buy their house, to sell their houses in order to try to pay and to move to another place cheaper. So I think this Tasco company, they really decide to enter the United States market in a really very bad moment. Very bad moment. Okay? And because of the way the North American think, they prefer to find everything under one place, everything, and the spaces, very big spaces, no small spaces. And the way they sell, for instance, the new franchise that they try to use, because they didn't use the same brand market. They didn't use Tasco. Even though Tasco is the third in the world of the retailing stores, it's the third one. So even though that they fail in order to enter in North America market. Now, why did I brought this video and I asked you to watch it? Why? Because from week number 8 until week 16, I think. From week 8 until week 12, you are going to have several virtual tests. Now, one of the you're supposed to have for each class, for each subject, you are supposed to have 2 tests. I designed already 1 test, virtual test. Okay. Now the other one is I'm gonna prepare it for the rest of the classes that we have studied. We're about to study. Okay. Now, so it's supposed to be three more evaluation. This one are gonna be tests, virtual tests, but this one is going to be a forum. And in a forum, I throw a questions. I read a set or I play a video like I did right now, and then I'm going to ask you one by one an opinion, and you need to support your opinion. And then after you talk, then you need to try to interact. For instance, Nicole Bustamante, for instance, let's pretend we are talking about this the video that we was watch. I ask you your opinion, then you give me your opinion, okay? Then I'm gonna take some notes, okay? I ask you, okay, you have to reply, or you have to give me an answer for the question, or for the question that I asked about the video. Then you answer, that's a part of the evaluation. Then I'm going to ask you again, that is gonna be the second part of the evaluation. And the third part of the evaluation is, for instance, let's pretend Tuñón, I talk with Tuñón, what do you think about the video? And he says, okay, it was pretty, whatever, something or something. And then she talks, and she says something interesting, something that you think was very interesting. And then you, Nicole, then try to support or try to disagree, or try to make a conflict between what Tuñón said, okay? So at the beginning, now let me recap again. I'm gonna play let's pretend I don't know yet if I'm gonna play a video or I'm gonna throw a question. Yeah. So I think a short video, and then you have to talk about the video or your opinion. Now, the first moment is when I ask the question for a student. The second moment, the student needs to talk back and give me his opinion. Now, the second moment is when I'm going to reply. I'm going to reply to that answer that student did it to me. Or yeah, he answered to me, okay? Now, there's gonna be a third moment that I'm going to evaluate in order for you to get 5, okay? Now also, remember, I'm going to evaluate your grammar, pronunciation, your attitude, tone of voice, everything. That's the idea of a forum, okay? And then the third one is gonna be when, let's pretend Sara Villa, she gives her opinion, and then Nicole says something, okay, I think the opinion that Sara Villa talks was very interesting because of this and this and this and this and that. Okay, that's it. Now that was the third moment of Nicole. Now, if she achieved all these 3 moments, then I can consider that she could get a good grade. Now, if you don't give me a good answer in the first question, and then I reply and I re-ask you again, and then you don't give me a straight answer, a very well constructed answer, then you're gonna miss these two points from the evaluation forum. And then remember, you are missing this one. That is that you need to make any comment of the other colleague or the other friend that is saying something. Like the idea that everybody needs to talk at least 3 times for that forum. And also, I think the forum, I could do it like in a week. For instance, half of the students one day, for instance, today half of the students, and tomorrow the other half of the students. Okay, that's the idea. So in that way, everybody will have time and chance to be ready. Are we clear, guys? What is the purpose of this activity? Are we clear, or do you have any question? If you have any question, now is the moment. Now is the moment, guys. Yes.
In the interaction part, you're going to choose who interacts with who, or we can like choose.
You can raise your hand
to talk.
Okay, you can do something like this over here. You said something like this, okay? Like that, okay? I said, okay, I'm gonna give it, okay. Hold on, let me give the opportunity to say something to Nadir, for instance, or to Rafael, and then I'm gonna take some notes, and then you are going to talk about what, for instance, at that moment Nicole, she was talking, then you're gonna say any comments about Nicole, or to support her opinion, to support her comments about what we were talking about. Got it? That's the idea. Remember, there's gonna be 3 moments that you need to talk. Okay, but it's not only okay, I like it, the video, and that's it. No, you have, come on, you are in 11th grade. You have to give me a very formal answer for the question that I am gonna be asking you for in that moment. Okay, it's not that, okay, I really like it, teacher, I enjoy it. No, that's not acceptable. Okay, you need to you have to give me more from what you have over here, your opinion, your concept. It has to be, I'm gonna try to find a topic that everybody can be involved with, okay? Or even you can give me ideas about what kind of topic you think you can, well, no, really, it has to be about job satisfaction or technology or the previous one, or the fashion style, okay? So those are the topics that we are supposed to handle in those forums. So I don't know if we can, which one do you think? I think it's between technology or job satisfaction. Which one do you think is more interesting? Which one? Okay, think it over, and then tomorrow you let me know which one you are interested, that I'm going to bring a video, and then we watch it, and then we start that discussion the day when I'm gonna sign for that activity. Are we clear, guys? Okay, now tomorrow you need to complete this assignment. This assignment you need to write in your notebook, and it's written, your assignments are written in your platform. Please go to your platform and watch what is your assignment for today and complete it. And tomorrow we're going to discuss all the assignments, okay? You have to choose 10 factors below that you consider most important. You need to write 10 factors, and then you have to support. Tell me why you choose those factors. Are we clear? Do we have any questions? Questions? Anybody question? No questions. Okay, guys, if we don't have any questions, then that's it for today. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, Marco Tuñón. Nos vemos, pues pórtense bien, chicos. Chao, Nicole. Chao, Pimentel, Bustamante, todo. Chao.